Hello, my name is Andrew Morgan Smith, and I'm here to talk to you today about holding a note and what you should be doing while you're holding a note whenever it comes to samples. So, come see. So, whenever we're making held notes, it's really easy for us, especially if you're working really fast, and I've done this as well. It's very easy just to grab even an ensemble patch and just go. Right? That's fine. I understand that happens, but if we're talking about how do you bring this to the next level, I wish I had a second camera so I could show you a little better. The first way, obviously, is always be moving like CC1 and CC11. So that's your mod wheel and your expression. I know that especially as an instrumentalist, whenever I was first told this, I thought that was kind of silly. Like, but what if it's piano? It's piano. Like, you shouldn't be changing dynamics. But part of what you're hearing when you're playing is you're say you're a violinist. Like, you're not constantly, it's not constant pressure. I mean, even in the held recording, you hear slight variation, you hear slight changes, you hear all these things. Well, it's really easy whenever we're in a movie that just starts to sound very static and very not alive. So we kind of have to overcompensate for that whenever we're doing this. So first thing is just keep stuff moving. Doesn't have to be crazy. Just keep your CC data moving up and down. Like, basically never just keep it still and stagnant. That's one trick that gives it a little more extra feeling. Another thing that I can do is if you have let's see, if you're making a, you know, let's just do a little quick here. All right, this is me just holding a note, right? That's me just holding a single note. Another thing you can do on it is some stuff like you layer stuff on top of it. So the Oliver Arnold stuff, I've used that. Like, these string evolutions are great to just feel a little different. So here's this running right underneath it. Right, so it feels like it's a little more alive. It feels like there's something going on, and there's all these different kinds of variations of it. Those are great. Anything that can kind of make it feel not like a stagnant note, because the last thing you want to do is you want your violin samples to sound like a synthesizer. And this goes for any held note. You can do it with any instrument, right? Another trick that I've used is taking an effect patch, and so this is the Project Sam, not Project Sam, this is Lass aleatoric effects, right? So I have my, like, that obviously goes absolutely crazy, right? Nuts stuff, right? Well, what you can do is I'll sometimes take this and just run it really slightly. Okay. Then I'll take my knobs that I have mapped to the like pitch control and modulation intensity on here, and I'll just like barely change them. Now, that trick I often use more on like horror movie scores. It's not something I use super often in just like regular ones. I generally, my first move is to do the CC data move, and then if I need more texture, if it's like just really long held notes, a lot of times I'll do some kind of trick like that. I did that on You Might Be the Killer and Jeepers Creepers. So like, that's the kind of stuff that it just gives you that little tiny added vibe of like detail in the work you're doing. It's not for everybody, it's not for everything, but sometimes whenever you have that really exposed passage, it can make the difference between making it think that it's real or samples. So just a quick little idea. So I'll talk to you soon. Thanks.